My name is Allison Shockley, and my fiance, yes, I said fiance, Danny Cottle and I are traveling all 50 states. We are currently in California, traveling north to Oregon. We recently traveled to San Diego for my sister's wedding, where we caught a ride with my parents back to Fresno. Their house is a mini tropical island, all hand-built by my father. Even the tiki gods are handmade by my family. My parents have been hanging on to our dogs for us. Abe seems very happy, and my Emma dog seems to not even care either way. At my parents' house, I mostly just caught up on work, and more work. And Danny studied music, like always. We also had dinner. My stepmom has a special recipe for baked chicken, which is pretty delicious. From my parents' house, Danny's mom, Penny, picked us up, and she is wonderful. She drove us around to run errands. Danny had to pick up a new guitar case, and we needed some things from REI, where Danny hassled the workers and made them watch our videos. We maintained our hygiene. Danny got a trim, and after watching my sister's wedding video, I decided my multicolored hair had to go. I've been recovering from black hair, so we colored over the bleach spots with brown. I'm still going through an awkward dread phase, but I have to say it looks much better. Also, Penny gave her wedding band from her marriage with Danny's father to Danny, and Danny proposed. Then it was time to move forward.
Okay, well, we're heading out.
Don't take a picture of me. I don't even have my hair.
Yeah, wave at the camera.
Wave at the camera. Wave, David. Oh, yeah. My mom's hiding. My mom's hiding.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Safe. Let us know how it goes tonight.
Okay.
Danny's brother Ben had to go to Modesto for work, so we picked us up at a nearby Starbucks and we got on the road. Ben is an intellectual type and likes to lead by example. I always learn something new every time we talk to him. From Modesto, we hiked to Salinas and tried to hitchhike on the freeway, but...
Hi.
You guys are creating a little bit of a hazard here along the highway.
Yeah, we're getting off right now.
Okay. Are you recording something there?
I am. We're making a documentary.
Oh, awesome. As far as this goes, okay, it's illegal in the state of California to hitchhike, so I don't know where you're looking to go. Okay, but when you hold the sign out, it becomes against the law for hitchhiking, okay? And then if you're looking to go from point A to point B, you can't have any pedestrians along a freeway. Does
Okay,
that make sense?
we had read that it was legal to hitchhike in California.
No, it's illegal. Right? Yeah, it's definitely illegal to hitchhike in California. But yeah, you got to stay off the road. So you have no problem walking like along the frontage roads or whatever. That's not an issue.
Okay.
But on the highway, it's too dangerous. Okay, and no pedestrians along the freeway.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where you guys headed to?
Sacramento right now?
Okay.
Yeah, up to Yreka.
Yreka eventually.
Oregon.
Okay. All right. Well, just do me a favor. You just got to stay off the freeway.
All right.
All right. So other ways you can go along the frontage road or whatever else, and then come up to you guys. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we cooled off in a fast food joint, and then stood at the entrance of the freeway to catch a ride. It took some patience, but an hour later, we got picked up. Sophie was lovely.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
This is awesome. Wow.
Right.
What is your name?
My name is Sophie. What do you got?
Sophie.
What do you got? Your name?
My name's Danny.
Danny. Nice to meet you.
And I'm Allison.
Allison.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
she introduced us to new music and really lifted our spirits. I could tell she was looking for adventure in her life, and we helped her achieve that a bit. Sophie was only going to Stockton, but liked us so much she took us all the way to Sacramento. The only reason we stopped in Sacramento was to meet up with my sister-in-law, Kayla. However, she forgot her car that day and decided it was too far for her to drive. Our spirits were a little crushed, but we made the best of it and headed to the mall.
Arden Mall. Arden Mall.
Danny sat in the plaza and played. A passerby saw him and asked him for pointers. William couldn't have come to a better place because Danny is always happy to help and teach. The lesson only perked us up so much, so we decided to fully satisfy ourselves with pizza. Where I also got some work done, and we relaxed with a few episodes of Bob's Burgers. After our meal, we set out to find a place to sleep close to the I-5.
Okay, everybody, it's bright. I'm about to get my sunglasses on to do this post. It's about 10 o'clock. We're in Sacramento. We're at a academy schoolyard, and we're at one of the outside buildings on the ramp. And we're comfortable. And we are gonna catch the I-5. We're right by the I-5. And just right in downtown Sacramento. We got our pads set up. We don't want to make this post too long because we don't want to cause attention to us because we're sleeping and there's a busy road there and, you know, authorities out and all that stuff. But if you can see, we put the bivy sack over our stuff, and you know, we're out here. Just, you know, you can see over there the schoolyard. So here we are, and that's a wrap.
It was a struggle to wake up in the morning, but we managed to pack up and push forward and onward. We met Ray after we ate and got our coffee. He said we wouldn't be able to catch a ride. He said he'd been at the same on-ramp for 24 hours straight and never caught anything. But that wasn't enough to make us quit. Got on the on-ramp anyway. Soon after, a line developed behind us. Other travelers trying to hike on that same on-ramp. We were close to giving up when Christian picked us up. Christian is a freelance hauler and was hauling a trailer to Washington. Say that 3 times fast. A like-minded individual whom we will never forget.
Travels, but we got to take a hitchhiker selfie, right? And then we'll all add you guys on Facebook, and we'll stay in touch. I'll just keep on cheering you on. I'm not really good at that.
Christian dropped us off in Redding, where we got picked up by Danny's brother-in-law, Justin. He was in Redding for training and drove us the rest of the way to Yreka. I got to sit in the back. I asked him to put the cuffs on for me just for the novelty of it, but he didn't think it was very funny. Justin isn't your usual cop. He's more like a concerned, helpful, and friendly neighbor. We passed Mount Shasta and then got welcomed into his home like family. The first thing that strikes Danny's interest is the piano. and my main interest was the animals. But chores were to be done, and we wanted to help, so we gathered the eggs, fed the goats what we were supposed to, and some things that we weren't. Hey, you're cute.
You just eat everything.
Those goats eat anything.
Ew.
We're
Ew.
gonna keep your uders nice and juicy.
Then it was time to milk the goats.
So what you do is you start high and then kind of squeeze down low. So high, and you test the udder first to make sure that nothing's coming out like infection or like blood or pus or anything like that. And generally, you know if your animal's sick or not. However, you always test just in case. Mastitis, something like that, you know. So you test both udders, and they're both very clean.
I wasn't so great at it. Danny, however, he was a natural. We not only milked the goats, we made goat cheese.
Didn't get that.
So you got cheesecloth. You buy it by the. You can buy it by the yard. I buy it by the 6 yard or 5 yard or whatever it is. Roll to roll. Kind of double it over. Stick it over the lid to strain all the dust particles that Danny got in the milk bucket. And then little hairs that drop out. People want to know that their hair gets put in there, and you kind of just strain it.
You first.
There you go.
Bon appetit. Very much.
Tastes like camel hair.
Just kidding. I can get used to that.
It's good.
Wait for that aftertaste.
It tastes like milk.
But
Taste that aftertaste.
It tastes like milk.
there is a bit of an aftertaste, though.
I don't taste anything.
Something I can get used to.
It tastes like whole milk.
This is what we're gonna do to make cheese. So we've got. That's probably about. I would say maybe 2 1/4 gallons.
You're a cheese maker now.
Well, we're boiling the cheese, rolling the milk.
And then keep going. Fast.
Okay. 1 and half.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Tip away.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Just like that. Just like that. Very good. So that gave us about half as much cheese as I normally get. I don't know if it was the weight. It's just a spoonful.
I'll clean this guy up.
Yeah, it's got up to you.
Okay.
I think it's still kind of bland. I like it with more.
More ranch.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a little bit out. That way you guys can have some.
Wow.
There's enough.
That
I think,
is good.
yeah, there's a lot of flavor in it.
Then we had the opportunity to help Danny's sister, Liz. She chose to volunteer her time to drive from Yreka to Victorville. Yes, a 12-hour drive. To help clean a home she owns because her renters were experiencing hard times, a crisis. On the way down, we stopped to see Justin first.
Visiting my brother-in-law in Redding, California. Got some donuts. We got some coffee. And a pretty lady.
Liz is known around town as the exercise lady. She provides a free exercise class. I'm pretty jealous of her endurance. We also stopped at Danny's house in Fresno, once again, for dinner. Victorville is in the desert, right next to Barstow and on the way to Vegas. We crashed at Liz's friend's house and then got to work the very next morning.
Morning coffee. Yeah, we do it in soda cups.
We didn't know what we were working with until we got to the house. Vandalized cars, broken glass. This family definitely needed our help. I tried to explain to the tenant's daughter that there are different ways to express anger.
But instead, you do something more productive, right? Yeah.
And after we packed and moved the rest of the tenant's stuff, we cleaned. And got it ready for the new owners. And the stuff that got left behind, we donated. The experience was very emotional for everyone.
This is so emotional for me.
Me too. And that's why after I saw Dude and he broke down,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know the story, I can't judge them. And I was like, and I've been in his boat where my world fell apart.
Yes. Your love just came.
And I was afraid, and it manifests itself in anger. It manifests itself in rage and crying and all these things that I couldn't control.
Yes.
And like it felt like that vomiting feeling where you know it's coming and you can't help it. And
but it has to come.
And it comes out, and it's like, no matter what anybody says, I don't know what Dude has gone through.
Yeah.
And it's just a really, what we did there was just a beautiful thing.
It was incredible.
And $100 is nothing.
No, it's not. That's what I'm like.
But they can. But
you can't buy this experience.
It is, right, but you can't buy it. And the fact that we can fill your tank up and get you back and you're squared financially, or
yes.
I don't know how much it costs to down here.
It was $60.
Right, so you're squared and she needed it.
She did.
And he needed it. And we need it.
Yeah.
I need this. I need this in my life, and this is why we do this. Is for this resolution right here.
And I feel like every time you have those experiences of like, we're changing this. We're making it so that there are friends out there that will come and help, even if they're strangers.
Right. And Jackie, you know, like, I'm telling you, she'll remember this. And she'll remember that.
I'll remember it,
that
right?
You came down 12-hour drive from northern Cali to southern Cali, and you lent a hand.
You guys stopped everything. You were on your way to Oregon, you know that, right?
Yeah.
We're not anywhere near Oregon.
You're absolutely right.
That night, we stayed with some more friends of Liz's, the Garcias. Sister Garcia is probably the best cook on the face of the earth. Danny, of course, picked out the musician of the family, Sergio, to jam with. And in the morning, we got on our way. But of course, there were a few pit stops to be made. We made new friends with Tim, Mary, and Sam. And then once again, we stopped in at the Phillips home, only this time, we utilized the pool as well. We stayed the night too, and then got up bright and early to finish the drive back to Yreka.
Delicious cookies.
Spits it out.
Stinky smell outside.
It's true. Smells out there.
Go ahead.
Okay, we are back in Quartz Valley, which is kind of a little piece of Scott Valley, which is just west of Yreka in Northern California. Try saying that 5 times fast, huh? Come on. So, anyways, we're back at Liz's and Justin's house. We're going to take today and just kind of rest, maybe go take a walk around the perimeter of the house, like 3 miles around here.
And walk we did, but little did we know what would happen next. We stopped at a field so I could take pictures, even though the weather started to take a turn. Danny wanted to turn around, but I wouldn't listen. We saw these wolves pinned up at this house, and we took an interest. When all of a sudden this gentleman walks out and asks us if we would like to tour his home, and we most certainly did. And that is how we met Seth.
How's it going, man?
We hit it off with him right away. Not just because of his awesome dogs, but because he was wearing an Oregon Trail shirt. He toured us around and introduced us to each dog.
Hey, good dogs. You guys are wet dogs. Hey, you're a nice dog.
Whoa.
Hey.
I know.
Look over here. You got the lightest size, huh, boy? You can see his eyes up close.
What's so cool about Seth is he won't sell a dog to just anyone. The dog has to seem comfortable in order for him to make the sale. While he was showing us around, the rain really started to pour, so he brought us under his awning for shelter.
What I say is mountain weather, you know?
Yeah.
Like in the mountains here, like we'll get rain like this, we'll get hail, we'll get snow, you know? And we'll get winds sometimes, like 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds.
Wow.
Crazy winds. Just every once in a while, they just come out of nowhere.
Then suddenly, lightning crashed right over our heads and we dashed inside. Seth let us stay at his place until the weather died down. We were so thankful he took us in. As soon as the rain stopped, we darted back to Liz's just in case they were worried. We spent our last night with Liz and her kids. And in the morning, we caught a ride with them to Medford. So here we are in Oregon, and who knows what tomorrow has in store for us.
Oh no, you finally got it on film.